Excuse me. Looks like we're live. Looks like it's working. Well, ain't that just dandy? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing, chat? Don't worry, I'm as surprised as you are that I'm streaming on this Saturday evening. Boy, howdy. How's your weekend treating you, chat? Hope you guys are having fun. I've been playing an assortment, a bunch of weird little simulator games. You know, trying to fill that gaming void that's been left behind by nothing working properly in Star Citizen and every other game. Playing a weird one called Old Market Simulator. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It hasn't grabbed me quite as much as the car dealership simulator did, but it's close. It's got a little bit of kind of crafting in there, so that's kind of nice. But I figured I'd jump back on Star Citizen because I don't know when they're going to drop this 4.6, but I wanted to see if I could get enough materials to lock down this Wolf L21 from Wicklow before they potentially change it. So I've gone ahead and got myself one of those missions that takes you to the QV locations, even though they're broken. And I've kind of set myself a little bit out from the station itself because I don't want the ships to crash into the station as they do. Because I'm going to RPG them and see if I can loot. I just need the plating. I've got metal. I've got favors out the wazoo. I've actually found a bunch of the pristine artifacts as well. I literally just need VANDUUL plating. VANDUUL metal, I've got I think like 16 of it, so that's fine. So I really just need the plating. So hopefully we can get some. If not, we'll you know, spend a little bit of time floating around one of these QV stations with a rocket launcher, which is not the worst way to spend a Saturday evening. I tell you what. If you're joining me on Twitch, I am also streaming on YouTube. There are no ads there if you hate ads. And alternatively, if you are on YouTube and haven't followed me on Twitch, go ahead and follow me there. Bit of Oz at both locations, the same way it's spelt on whatever stream you're currently watching it on. And hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, CIG lets us play this game for a little bit without 30k'ing the hell out of us. I think they fixed that with the hot fixes. I think. I don't know for certain though. It's hard to say. It's hard to say with Star Citizen. You can never be 100%. But I think for the most part, usually if you don't complete or continue the mission, you get about 6 VANDUUL ships around this location. I think I would have to progress the mission further to then go get the key to the whatever the weird little location up to the side is. I can't remember the name of it. AV or something weird, where you go to those wrecks and then ships will kind of pop in at that location. I think you need to do that to get more in, but we'll see how many we can kind of find. So I'm just kind of letting the ambience take over as we use EVA version 2.0, which thank goodness they added this kind of manual or this passive movement in. I hated holding down the W key. A lot of people use macros and I was never really a fan of that. So I'm glad that we can now kind of cruise along leisurely. You know? The one thing about Meld that I find odd, but I guess it was something they added into OBS later down the track, was it doesn't mute Discord. That's fine. Not a big issue. Miss Babe just sent me a message because I sent him a TikTok of this cool 2-girl band that sounded very cyberpunky. And he responded with, yes, it is very cyberpunky. I know. You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss Behave. One day, we'll get visor scanning so I could at least see the ships. You can see the little bits of red, so you can kind of see them anyway. But I'm going to get to the hangar, pull out my Dragonfly, and then we will... Oh, I like that. There we go. And then we will kind of cruise around, because at least then we'll have the scanner with the Dragonfly. You know? A reply to Misbehave. Tell him he's welcome. You're welcome. Chum. There you go. It's very cyberpunky. Oof. Every time I try to go back and play Cyberpunk 2077, because it's storyline stuff I struggle with to go back and repeat, especially if it's very linear or it has like a large kind of intro that is linear, which Cyberpunk does, but out of all the kind of single player games I've played, it's the least tedious, I guess. Only because Jackie's the best. I saw a TikTok that said in the early drafts for the storyline, Jackie was meant to betray you at the Konpeki Plaza mission. That would have sucked. I think that would have really taken away from the storyline, so I'm glad they kind of moved away from that and made him the good best friend that he is. I haven't felt this leisureful while playing Star Citizen since I used to do commodity trading, especially in the Hull A. I think that was back before they physicalized cargo, though. Physicalizing cargo added a level of friction that very rarely do I enjoy. Sometimes I do, more so when I'm kind of claiming it or if I haven't paid for it. I think that's the only time that I really enjoy the physicalized cargo, when I'm kind of like snapping it up because either we've found it laying around, we've killed an NPC. Very rarely have I had players that I've killed and taken their cargo once or twice. It's not something I go seek out. I'm more of an opportunistic PvPer. Speaking of which, I need to go back to Golden Riviera and sell some golden medmons because I've got them stored there. I'm pretty sure the hotfix patch wouldn't have wiped that, so it should still be floating around. One day we'll get the tab key as a pulse. They keep saying that we're going to get like scanning, like wall hacks for FPS. One day. I can see, I think that's a ship. That one, red lights. Am I inverted? I think I am. I think I'm upside down compared to what the station is. That's okay. It's nice knowing that you can't actually go any faster than this, so I don't need to try to rush. Just, you know, let it lazily float along like a little leaf on a river. So they had I think they had the first Evocati for 4.6. And the leaks that always come out have come out. And there's another cargo hauling event. Woo! There's only one paint in the whole lot that I'm interested in, and that's for the Asgard. But even then, because I had to make the choice between the Asgard and the Zeus for best in show, I don't know if I care enough to really grind the event. So if it works and it's smooth, you know, fingers crossed, then I might. If it's broken and there's friction, I just won't bother. It's not something that I need to do. It's not something that I need to collect. I'll live if it's broken and I can't get the paints, because whatever. I think the last event too, the last event that I just didn't bother with because it was frustrating / broken, I found out that there was like some clothing rewards for the headhunters, and I was like, I literally don't care. I don't care about clothes. Like, we can't even wear clothes over armor. They haven't put anything into the game that actually makes wearing clothes viable outside of roleplay. Fair enough, if you like to roleplay, awesome. But it's not mechanically... I need to be, like, mechanically important or useful in the game. Otherwise, my brain just goes, I don't care. So, yeah. At this point in time, I don't really care about the clothes. My favorite part of EVA 2.0, as long as I don't touch the W and S keys, I will still travel the same speed and the same direction. But I can still look around with my mouse. It's very cool. It's very cool. Okay, that is a ship. Okay, so at least 2. I don't know if they pop... Oh, there we go. 3. That might be 1, but I think that's just one of those little... Yeah, that's one of those little towers there. Or spires, or whatever they're called. That might be a ship. That might be the bright point that I saw before, but I don't know if that is a ship or if that is... I don't know if it's an AI ship or if it's a player ship that's damaged. It might be. That one I'm unsure of. That one I am unsure of. How far have I traveled so far? 5.3 kilometers. So in the time that this stream's been running, 10 minutes, I have traveled 5.3 kilometers, which I think 10 meters a second is what EVA is. Allegedly. It might be less. It feels like less, but it might not be. Perspective in this game kind of makes speed seem odd. So that might be a factor as well. We're getting there. We are slowly getting there, chat. Still no word, out of all the leaks, still no word on if and what ship being released for January. My little cargo heart is still hoping that they'll drop the Hull B. I don't think they will. I think the Hull B is going to be one of those things that they're going to save for IAE. Oh no, Invictus is first, isn't it? Oh man, if it's IAE later in the year, I'll be sad. I need that ship sooner rather than later, because I don't think I'll be using that ship for a very long time. What else are we expecting besides the Ironclad? I don't know. The more that they tweak things like refining for salvage and mining, it's making me a little bit more interested in the Expanse again, but I don't know. I don't know if that's even going to be... I don't know. If for crafting, like if only for crafting, it'd be a good thing to have, especially if they're actually letting us use the materials that you'd mine. That way you can refine them. But I don't know. I think if we do get crafting, like whatever kind of number or association they give it for crafting, I think it's going to be later in the year, not earlier. I think they're going to spend a lot of time on engineering first before we see crafting. But that might just be my doomer mentality, you know? After having had so many things that I've wanted either not come out or come out in this little bastardized version, maybe I've just become embittered. Is that the location there? I think it is. That's the pad that I want to go to, so I can go get my dragonfly. Is it? Yeah. So that means the Polaris is... There you go. Okay. So you can see it kind of in the dark there with the flashing lights. Okay. Slowly floating our way on over then. All right. All right. Floating on over. Someone keeps trying to hack into my old Instagram that I don't use. I keep getting emails saying, going, you want to change your password? I'm like, no. No. I really should just knock the Facebook account and that Instagram account on the head. I don't use them. I don't care for them. There are still some people that use Facebook to talk to me though, which is, I don't know. Seems odd. I'm surprised that people still use it. I think a lot of people from my generation have become very boomery the way that they rely on it. I don't know. Jeez. Oh. Because I was this way, right? I did that thing where I thought that was, you know, the location where you go get the last data thing. But it's actually over there. So that's where I thought I was landing. But because I was flipped while looking at the station coming in, that kind of threw off my perspective. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was kind of looking at the rail and I was like, wait a minute. Did I float all the way from over there? But I didn't. I was still following along this beam here, which I assume is some sort of like mining or fuel pipe or some such. How long do you think until we get Rock Cracker? Is it called Rock? No, Rock Breaker. Hathor in space. Clearly not this month because they're doing that other thing the Levski station breathing thing or whatever. So maybe February? I don't know. I'm trying to think how frequently they did the other one with the rewards. I feel like it was every second or so wait, did we have 4? Was it quarterly? It might have been quarterly. I'm trying to think now how many we did, how many we had. There were a couple. Is that one of the... Yep. I've got to start looking up now in case I kind of fly on or float underneath one. That looks close. I also got to make sure that I'm getting my shots dead on because I've only got 17 rockets on me and I don't want to burn through all of them. I think... that is someone's damaged ship. Or part of it. I'm gonna have to go check that out. But I think getting the bike is critical. Instead of trying to float around going, oh no, it's not that far. It's really far to these ships. So I'm gonna definitely need to go to the pad first and then we'll get the Dragonfly and we'll come out and hit some stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to spend a lot more time in space than I want to. And I've already lost 7% hydration. And I didn't bring any bottles of water with me. But the water didn't bring any bottles of water with me because I didn't have any in my inventory. I reckon that's a landing pad. Maybe it's just like a flat surface that... Ooh, that was cool. Zoom out and see if I can watch one of those again while I'm slowly floating here. That was very cool. Yo. I wonder what that's about. Is that just like picking it up from the area around us, or is the station like generating it because it's like abandoned and damaged? There's something shorting out, I wonder. Looks like there's something. Could just be fire spewing out of the top of the Polaris, though. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's... I mean, there could be another ship on the pad. There could very well be. I think a lot of people still come here trying to loot stuff. Even though the inventory is still cooked. Sadly, wasn't fixed in the hotfix. I think the hotfix was really just for 30Ks and some other weird thing. Not for our new home of looting. Oh, this looks like a pad. I've only just noticed this. I don't think I've ever come from this side. What is that about? That's bizarre. Look at this guy. This guy just waiting to get RPG'd. Just waiting to get RPG'd. Relay PT1. I'm intrigued by this. I'm going to go near it, and if it's got gravity, it'll pull me down to the surface. It could just be like a visual aid for ships that are kind of coming in. When you have enough time to kind of watch these things that they built out, these huge substations. I wonder what this is. I'm so intrigued by this. I'm so intrigued. I'm now a little bit concerned though that there might be gravity on it and I'm going to hit it. So I'm just going to... I'm not going to go dead center on it because I would hate for the gravity to pull me down head first, mind you, into it. So we're just going to go near the edge. Just going to go near the edge, and then as we get close to it, we'll see if gravity pulls us in. The closer I get to it, the less it looks like a landing pad. But boy, oh wait, do you think it's like a cargo? No, there's no thing for a cargo lever. No, that can't be. That can't have gravity. There's a rail around it. It could have gravity. But on that note, I don't want to get pulled into it and then be stuck beyond a fence that I can't vault over. So we're not gonna mess with that. We're gonna leave that alone. We're just gonna leave that one alone. I think it's just the Polaris. I think it's just the Polaris. I wonder if they'll have like a functioning version of one of these stations we can go to. Because I'm intrigued about like the inside of it, you know? Well, no, I just realized I'm meeting the inside of it. I'm stupid. Never mind me, chat. Never, my smooth brain. Never, just pretend I said nothing. Pretend I said nothing. Almost 10 kilometers, okay. So I'm guessing the ships didn't pick me up because my Aurora's signal, I think, is 6.8. And that's just for the cross section. I don't think there's any ships there. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. We'll keep on keeping on. Keep on the float game. We'll get there eventually. Thank goodness I got a water bottle in real life. Nice. Excuse me. I had chicken nuggets before I started streaming. For my din-dins. Chicken nuggets and Kewpie mayonnaise. It's the best mayonnaise. Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot less traffic. I wonder if it's the traffic, like the lack of traffic and ships. I've seen some stations that have a bunch of ships here. I would like to think that they're finally getting the missions to push out to many more of these locations, but I really think it's just because the inventories are broken, people aren't coming here. But I would like to believe in my heart that it's working. I'd like to believe that's the case. But it probably isn't. Oh. Not real. Little fragment of metal was not real. Slap me in the face. But it didn't do anything. Just a visual thing. That's cool. I wonder if you could like glitch your way in. If there's enough of a gap for people to glitch their way in and see if they can get into the station. I imagine that's just like flat closed off though. Wouldn't even be accessible because it's not even really a docking port. It's taken us a good, how long has the stream been going for? 23 minutes. So 24 minutes to EVA here. I tell you what, the day that CIG manages to figure out how, I don't know how they're going to do it, to have a ship that actually has like a proper integrated docking clamp for a hover vehicle, not like a stupid little lift that raises up and is broken like on the 400i, but an actual... I was saying this to Ethereally and I think Devasaur and maybe Vilger, when the Guardian first came out, if they had on one of those inside kind of wings, on like the bottom one, a mechanic by which you would grab the Mirai Pulse and like pull it in and hold it, and then sold that as a bundle, good God, the money they would have made. That would have been the best thing ever. I would have paid money for that. To have, because I loved that ship. I loved it. Even though it couldn't hold cargo, I loved flying around and killing stuff with it. If they had given us the means to have a little ground vehicle integrated into that, you know, not even getting into the conversation about them having broken ass hover bikes. It's like ignoring that. But man. What is that thing that's dropped there? Is that from one of my ships? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, I would like to call my Dragonfly. Please, thank you. But just to double check in case by some miracle they fix the inventories. Nope. Inventory still broken. Good to know. Good job, CIG. Let's see if this spoon's message has disappeared yet. Nope. No, it hasn't. What a spoon. Almost as bad as those people who are like, hey, I want to do art with your stream. Go away. How you doing, Falcon? Thank you for the follow. What's cracking? I'm just trying to collect VANDUUL plating. I've got all the other things I need for the L21, but I need plating. So I've come to the QV station. And I've slowly EVA'd my way from like 10 kilometers out so the ships wouldn't come towards me and crash. And now I'm going to take the Dragonfly out. And I'm going to try to sneak up on them and RPG them and hope that they drop plating and not metal, because I've got enough metal. I just need the plating. Oh, is my fuel low on this? It is too. Okay. Well. Alright, how many ships we got? A few. Beautiful. Okay. Because I've snuck in and not let them crash into the station. Not a problem, Falcon. Appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day or evening, depending on what time it is, where you are. Have a good one. And I'll catch you on the next one. Alright. Ooh, a little bit of stutters there. Hey! You sneaky, cheeky, bloody prawn Falcon. You were prepping me for a raid, you cheeky bastard. Welcome in, raiders. How you doing? My name's Beard of Oz, and I'm a cranky little man from Australia who just wants Star Citizen to be... Oh, did I... I think I have... Yeah, I think I've come in way too far away. You know what? I've floated here long enough. Let's get a little bit closer. I don't need to be... Perspective, man. The perspective throws you off. I was like, I'm really close. Get off of the bike. I'm like, I'm not close at all. God damn it. Yeah, damn it. 400 meters away. And I was like, I'm close. You're not close. You're ages away, bro. And I don't think the blast radius is quite that large, so being within 100 is probably fine. Really, the important thing is just having the bike in a place where you can find it again, because the wonderful blue color that Star Citizen devs love kind of mixes in with the system here. Just a wee bit. Sometimes it's hard to find where you left your ship. Now I need to get this guy on the flat backside, because I have noticed that they nerfed this boy a little bit, which is fair. But if he hits the edge of something, the damage just gets spread, man. So I gotta make sure that I'm maximizing the use of my rockets, because I've only got so many. Hello, Mr. VANDUUL. Do you have any plating for Beard of Oz? Metal. See, it's always metal, bro. They got so much metal. I don't want metal. I want plating, my brother. Bring me the plating, my brother. Crazy. Is that a weird graphical? What the? Oh, it's meant to be like metal peeling up from the... Okay. Damn, that looks weird. That looks heckin' weird, but okay. But okay. Alright. On to the next one! I'm sure there's someone who needs metal at some point. Maybe they're doing the same thing. There's one over that way? Okay. Well, we'll hit this one next. It's a... Oh, maybe it's the Stinger. Maybe the Stinger takes more damage. Because I know I was shooting something and it just wasn't working. I was like, what's going on with this? It might have been that I was hitting the Stinger. Actually, I wonder if I can punch holes through this dude. Maybe you can just use the... I don't know if you can... Can you use precision targeting with a shotgun? Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. I think his shields are down there. Unless they're... I don't think their shields are even up, actually. That's probably a factor. Okay. How far away is he? 120 meters. Yeah, I think I'm spending a lot of time. I think I'm spending a lot of time trying to shotgun this dude when a cheeky little boom tube might do it. God, that's a gorgeous explosion. I don't know what the stingers have in them, but they're like the alien version of the hornets. You ever blown up a hornet and it's like a mini nuclear explosion? Like, what the hell was that? Death Star just exploded. Plating. Oh, hells yeah. Wait. Do we think the stingers? Do we think maybe the stingers have the plating? That's an interesting theory. I'm going to have to check that out. Because the last thing I destroyed, I think was a... I can never remember what the other ones, like the glaives and the blades. I want to say the blade is like the real basic one, right? Possibly. Maybe by the end of this, I'll know. Maybe by the end of this, I'll have seen so many of these ships that I'll be like, I know what that is. One can only hope. Okay, so that's a blade. Okay, so maybe I was right. Maybe I was right. Oh, I've got to... This whole docking initiated thing, SC needs to get rid of that. It's like they put in this weird little placeholder 10 years ago and never removed it. And you're like, can you not? They're constantly getting a docking message is irritating the hell out of me. Ooh, I'm too close. I do not want that explosion to accidentally destroy my dragonfly. I don't really feel like floating very slowly back to here again. Yes. Show me the gooey VANDUUL center. What you got? Okay. Well, that kind of stops that theory. Because that was a blade and that started plating. But we do have 2 plating now. Is that one? Did I destroy that one? But it's still there? No, that's a little bit further over that way. Okay. It's weird. It was odd. Peculiar. Unexpected, one might say. I like the idea of the dragonfly. I like the look of it, like visually. But I've just blown up too many times on land. Like on the surface of a planet. I really wish. Oh, here's the thing. Say what you will about Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft. Say what you will. After having played Star Citizen and flown around on the hoverbikes in this, using the hoverbike in Star Wars Outlaws was so satisfying. Because I love the idea of speeder bikes, like hoverbikes. I love it. You know, Return of the Jedi set that up for me as a kid. And Star Citizen has not delivered that feeling at all. It's only delivered like a butthole clenching fear that I'm going to hit a rock and explode, and oft times you do. But Star Wars Outlaws, if you see Star Wars Outlaws go on for like mad special, and you like Star Wars, you might enjoy it. It gets a lot of hate, and it's not, I never finished it, but I put it down to it being a stealth game, and I don't enjoy stealth games as much as others. But I don't care about the character model. The writing was okay. Like, anyone who says the writing is Gumby, it's a Star Wars game. Like, if you listen to the script in a Star Wars movie, you're like, none of this is like highbrow serious. It's a bit goobery. So that didn't bother me. But man, the speeder bike gameplay, so much fun. Highly recommend. Whoa. What a gorgeous explosion. I don't know who was working on the explosion at CIG, but good job, guys. That thing looks cool. That is sick. It might be the most impressive thing about the Stinger. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Metal. Okay. Well, we've got 2 plating. So, honestly, I've gotten more plating in this trip than the last 3 trips combined. So, you know, it's not a lot, but it's more than I was getting before. So I think we'll get to the point where if we run out of rockets, we can always, you know, take the Dragonfly back to the Aurora. Take the plating back to the station, load up on more rockets and come back. Not the end of the world. Because I don't really feel like running the mission side of things. It irritates me. And the NPCs are still a bit tough. Oh, I did. That's right. I was kind of hovering above a piece of metal. That's on me. What do we got here? So this is the... Is this the glaive? Yeah. So this is the weird one. I think this is meant to be like the heavy fighter, right? Where it's got like a tachyon cannon or some nonsense. But it's such a goobery shape of a ship. Asymmetrics, man. I'm not a fan. I'm not personally a fan of asymmetric ships. It just feels weird. Yo, that's a huge thruster for me to target with precision targeting. That's wild. This guy's this guy's shield is up and I still blew a little piece off of him off? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem very structurally sound. It's taking damage. You know what? I'm gonna save myself a rocket. I'm just gonna shoot it with the old shotgun for a bit. Wish I could tighten the spread though. Be nice if we get some... Hey, there you go. I just saved myself a rocket. Where did the VANDUUL body go? There he is. There he is. And in this economy, if you can save a boom tube rocket, you're doing all right. You're doing all right if you can save yourself one. They are not cheap. They are not cheap at all. Oh, plating, you little ripper. Which also reminds me, now that Falcon Elite is a little champion and typed in the chat, we got rid of that annoying cringe spammer. Ripper. Alrighty. Okay, so that's 3. That's 3 plating. I think I've got 2, but just for the sake of, you know, goals and all that, let's just say I've got 3. If I can get 10, although I think we're running out of ships. I think we're down to potentially the last one. So that's what, 6? That's not too bad. Because excluding the ones that kind of pop in as you do the mission. I'll take my... Oh, again with the docking thing. Again with the docking thing. I mean, I guess also, if I've still got a bunch of rockets... How damaged is this one? Not very? Ooh. Gotta say, maybe that's kind of the... I wonder how much damage the shotgun does, because this is size 1. But it's hurting this ship. For a size 1, right? So I wonder what a size 3 scattergun does. Obviously, you're not going to be in as many situations where you can kind of do as much damage in ship-to-ship combat. But it'd be interesting to know if there's some validity to using it, you know? Oh, blew a little part of him off. Nice. Wait, is this a... No. This is not a glaive, because they're not... Wait, no. Wait, are the other ones just broken, and that's why they look asymmetric? I'm confused now. I'm confused about the makeup of this ship. I also might be too far away, but I don't want to get caught in the explosion. I want to get caught in the explosion and die, you know? Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on now. His shield's gone. They mustn't have very good shields. Come on now. Also, 2,000 shots is a lot for a shotgun on a bike. Are the size 3s like this, where they've got that much ammo? Be cool if you could macro them and just have it being rapid fire. I think that, like a shotgun, but fully automatic, you wouldn't make a lot of hits, but damn, you'd hurt some ships. Precision targeting mode. Hit that engine. Come on, man. There we go. About to say, I'm like, I feel like maybe I was further away this time, because I feel like that took a lot longer than the last one. I feel like that took a lot longer. All right. I wish there was another way besides doing the mission to trigger a bunch of these Vandal ships coming in. That'd be sick. Plating, you little ripper. How much have we actually picked up? I'm now concerned. Brother. Have I been not picking the plating up? Oh, I'm so mad. Brother, don't do this to me. I have dead set. Oh, no. I've been clicking some weird thing and it's not been storing it. Does this explain why I've got so little play? This might be the maddest I've ever been at Star Citizen. Have I done the biggest dumb and not collected the plating at all? I think that's literally what I've been doing. Oh my goodness. Oh. I might be big mad. I might be big mad at the moment. I think I'm big mad. So I'm pretty sure 3 plating I've just sacrificed to the cleanup gods because the way that I thought I was collecting them wasn't actually collecting them. And I'm pretty sure now that those ships are destroyed, it'll despawn them, which, I mean, yay, despawning. But brother, man. Oh my god, I have to. I have to. I think I have. I think I've legitimately been not picking up the plating because I'm clicking on it in that other stupid menu that CIG has set up. You sons of bitches. I hate you so much, CIG. You guys are actually the worst. You're actually the worst, CIG. God damn it. What a terrible way to learn this lesson. Oh, man. I'm sad deep in my soul. Yeah, those bodies are gone, man. Okay. Okay. Alright. You know what? You know what? Painful, valuable lesson. Painful, valuable lesson. Don't ever trust CIG's inventory, ever. Because it's designed by spoons. Alright. We're going to park this bike up there. We're going to pull up the shiv. That way we can take the shiv and bring the dragonfly in. Oh, man. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. You sons of bitches. You're the actual worst. You guys are the actual worst. God damn it, dude. I need to pull the bike back enough. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh. Okay, CIG. Okay, CIG. Okay, CIG. This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing, CIG? Game crash? Sick. Oh. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Brother. Brother. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You're the worst, CIG. You're the absolute worst. Okay. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. First you rob me. First you rob me of 4 pieces of VANDUUL plating. And now crash your desktop. Alright. Okay. Okay, CIG. Good job. Well done. Well done. You rat bastards. You rat bastards. Okay. It's a cool helmet. I can't remember the name of it. It's the Stratus, but it's like, it's got a weird name. But it's like this cool blue gray. It's also like that military kind of blue that they use. It's very cool. I like it. I'm not normally a fan of like open face helms with glass because it gives you that stupid little hat. But this one looks pretty cool. Which way is it coming up? That way? Okay. Okay, 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 okay. They are size 1s, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh. 1. Was it just switching them or something? Or is it like, is it too big where it has to be kept in a crate? What's, I don't understand, man. Doesn't even take that much space. So, oh my god, dude. Crushing my soul here. I was so stoked. I was like, yes, lots of plating. Then what happened? Star Citizen betrayal. As per usual. Oh, God. Oh, my... Star Citizen, why are you like this, bro? Why? Oh, you're just not going to let me use the bike now, I guess. Is that what we're doing? Is that legitimately what we're doing? You're just not letting me mount the bike now? Sick. Sick, Jim Bob. Sick. Bro. Just when I thought I couldn't get any angrier at CIG, CIG is like, hold my beer. Is it just, is the vehicle just broken now? Is that what's going on? Oh, come on, man. It just straight up... I think it has done that thing where it's like, no, you don't own this because the game crashed on me. dude. Ooh, sir. Oh, I hate you so much, Star Citizen. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Brother. Just... Oh. Oh. Yeah, oh. I don't know if there's missions after this that have, like, fighting VANDUUL, because I've not unlocked that stuff. But my god. Ooh. You've made me mad. More than you normally do, CIG. You've made me mad. Yes, you have. Ooh. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see if this works. We're gonna land this one down here. We're gonna go back. We're gonna pull out the dragonfly. Because I really want to take the dragonfly, you know? Even though CIG is like, haha, lol. No, I want to. Okay? I'm just hitting invisible things there. That's cute. Nice, thanks. GG. GG, CIG. Good job. Great game. Solid build. Brother. Brother man. Just, you know, one time. One time, could you let it work? Is that too much? Is that too much to ask of you, CIG? Clearly it's too much. Clearly, I ask too many things. Oh, I'm so mad about the plating. I'm so mad. I should have known that it wouldn't work off the cuff. I should have been checking it. I should have known that it was too good to be true. That these spoonheads would find a way to take even this from me. Even this. I don't think I've got a Mariah Pulse. And besides, when you leave Mariah Pulse abandoned, not abandoned, but like leave it and then come back, it, wait, no. It gets locked into park mode. I don't know why. What the? Excuse me? Is it because the Brothers, I'm getting more and more concerned for my sanity the more of this game I play. At least I'm actually moving now. I'm being gaslit by Star Citizen. It's trolling me, bro. Why? Why you do this? Why? What possible benefit is there to psychologically scar me, CIG? Why? I don't get it. You sickos. You sickos. Oh, all that plating chat. They stole it from me. They stole it from me, bro. Alright. gently going in because I'm going to hit gravity and it's going to bounce around. And it's going to decide how low or high it thinks I should be because it doesn't understand. Because, again, CIG. See? Bro. Just. Okay. Cool. Cool. Abandon this one. And grab a new one. I need a new location. Thank you. 10.3 gigameters that way. Cool. Alright, easy. I'm sure everything will be smooth sailing to get there. Sure. I won't get stooged in any way, shape, or form by this game. Sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine, chat. Can you hear the skepticism in my soul? Spool this bad boy up. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Be interesting to see if I still have to get within 10 kilometers or if the signal, because it's obviously got a much larger signal on this ship because it's got like military components, so it's like 29k, right? Be interesting to see if they still don't come over, if I have to be within 10k's of the location. I feel like they are. I feel like it's just like a proximity drop. I don't think it's like actually based on my signal. I think for the most part, signals are really just player based. I don't think the AI runs on that for the most part. I don't think they do. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. Look at all my VANDUUL plating. Being stolen. Oh, from this side? Okay. Yeah, okay, from the opposite side. I don't want to get too close, but I also don't want to be too far away. I don't want it to be a very tedious flight back to the ship. But I've also got to remember where I park this, because I feel like I'm going to lose the signal. I feel like that happens a lot more than it should. Really need to get the zoom in better. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we're starting to get signal. Hopefully they don't aggro to me just yet. It's already damaged stuff there. Alright. We're gonna hug this asteroid here. Not that I think that'll do much for me, signal-wise. I mean, look. It dips the IR. It dips the IR in the negatives. Just the EM is 15k. Okay. Alright. Okay. Not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's see if I can get this thing out of the ship without squishing my head. Oh, let me mount the vehicle? That's cute. Thanks, CIG. The engines just turn straight on. That's what upsets me too. Very CIG. Very CIG. Okay. Got at least 2 ships. If we're lucky, we'll get some Vandal plating. After getting robbed. Also need to know what that exploded thing is up there. Could just be another player has been here or is here. What's that one? Glaive. Okay, that one is also... Okay. So they're just a little bit fiery is all. Just a little bit fiery. How you doing, David? Said hi. How you doing? Okay, so 6? 6 here? Alright. Let's see if I get stooged out of Vandal plating like I did before. What do we got here? That's that one. Maybe there's 3 different types altogether. Okay. I think I'm going to keep using the ballistics on these guys just to save rockets, you know? If we're doing this over and over again, as much ammo as I can save, I will. Hopefully I just don't suffer negative consequences of using this up close, you know? He's taking hits. Oh, I'm getting little circle hit markers on him. That's cool. Oh, I feel like I'm getting too close. Oh, this should be okay. Should be okay. Hopefully. Eyo. Heck yeah, target's destroyed. Now where's your pilot? There he is. Show me potato salad. By potato salad, I mean Vandal plating. And don't do that weird thing again where you steal it from me. You SOB. How weird would it be if you could only hold one at a time and I've really just been looting a bunch of it at a time, but it was wigging out at me. Vandal metal. Okay. I don't like this thing. Is this why? Because when you're looting it this way, it's not actually... Wait, what? What the hell? That's so weird. The way they're doing that. I guess it explains why it's like switching out, because it was just like switching one with one. Okay. That's definitely like a dumb thing they've... Yeah, okay. How very CIG. How very CIG of them. Okay, okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Frustrating. Might be doing this a lot longer than I thought, chat. Alright. Docking is not initiated. Stop it. Stop it. Stop this docking thing. Doesn't even work. Stop saying it. Damn stupid robot voice. Alright, Stinger. Alright. My hydration's down to 58. Might actually have to go back to a station and get some welder. I need to get it right in the spine. I need to make sure that it maximizes the damage and hits the power supply. I think it's a big factor of why sometimes it doesn't get the kill in, you know? Yeah. Alright. Let's have a look at this little Vandal floaty boy. Okay, what do you got? VANDUUL metal, same situation. Obviously doesn't help me because I wanted plating, but whatever. We'll just do this in the meantime. I guess. Where'd I leave my bike? Where'd I leave my bike? There it is. See? The writing is such a similar shade to parts of the skybox. Throws you off. Don't always see it. Don't always see it. Oh man. So mad. So mad about this plating. Oh. The grind is the real. The grind is the real. No, docking is not initiated. No, it's not. Stop it. Stop it with your lies. These engines make for a good target. Oh, wasn't even paying attention, chat. I was drinking my energy drink and shooting into the void. Peppering space. Maybe I should get some little, like ballistic cannon size ones. Just see if I can, like, do a little more damage to these engines. Let's angle so I'm actually hitting the full thing. How close is it? 50 meters. 50 meters should be okay. 50 should be okay. Should be alright. I don't know. Hopefully. I'm just trying to save rocket ammo, man. I've already lost a bunch on plating that I didn't get to keep. Because I was robbed. Robbed by the snake oil salespeople at CRG. Robbed, I say. Robbed. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was about to say, this is getting to be a bit much. Where's the VANDUUL? Come here, buddy. Should just start using the tractor beam, honestly. Spider-Man him to me. Alright. Please have... Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Check my inventory. Oh. Put it in this pocket here. Aha. Alright. Okay. Okay, okay, alright. Now where's my bike? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thought I'd lost it. Thought I'd lost it, guys. Losing the plot, but I don't want to lose the bike. Mount the pilot seat. Will do. Will do. Okay. So we've got 3 left. Alright. A glaive. Oh, weird that actually comes with the name. Normally I just get kind of like nothing. If you say so. Mine landed. Landed, I am. I'm like, why am I going slow? Cause I'm in landed mode. Oh. I wonder if hitting those first, like, allows me to do more damage to the ship, you know? Like removing some sort of armor plating. Maybe I should have been doing that since the beginning. Could have been doing this all along, Ezekiel. Oh. I don't like that he's looking at me. I don't like at all that he's looking at me. Could have just been pure chance, but I was a little bit concerned that the AI would be becoming aware. He was turning around to look at me and shoot me. No thanks. That's a no from me. Big Billy Bob Johnson. That's a no from me. I'd rather not. Rather not deal with you while I'm on a dragonfly. Target is destroyed. Where's the pilot? There he is. Alright, let's try this other thing. This other thing that I was like, I should be using the tractor beam. I should be using the tractor beam. Come here. Come here. Nope. He's like, no. The game just pulls him away and you're like, okay, fine. I didn't want to pull you this way anyway. Weird armor on them. What do you got? VANDUUL metal? Doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help me at all, Mr. VANDUUL. You big spoon. How many have I got? 1, 2. I mean, look. It's not what I had, but it's what I've got. You can't do much about that, can you? No, sir. No, sir, you cannot. You can only work with what you've got. How many more? 2? I mean, I'd love for it to keep spawning them. Just 1. I think it's just 1. No, 2. VANDUUL scythe. Yeah, alright. Down beneath the Polaris? Okay. Or above the Polaris, technically. It'd be that way, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I hit him. Oh, I might have hit him. A little bit. Well, use this instead of using all my rockets, I guess. Peppering him. Ooh. I wonder if we could shoot him right in the thrusters. Would that make him explode sooner? Maybe. Could do. You never know. Shotgun isn't too bad. I'm now intrigued by the prospect of the size 3s. Oh, shivers. Oh, okay. Looked away for a moment and destruction ensued. Alright, okay. Where you at? There he is. Where's his dang alien at? Oh, and he gets locked into a certain position. Oh, okay. He's got like a predetermined course, and if you try to move it from it, it gets desyncy. Yeah, that tracks. Plating, you little ripper. You little ripper. I'm convinced that me moving it into another part of the armor is what's stopping it from disappearing. I don't know if that is the case, but that's what I need to tell myself so I'm not sad. So I'm not reminded of how I lost all that plating at the last location. So that's the truth we're choosing to accept, chat. This is our valid truth that we're holding tight onto. We got one more ship here. Then we're going to go to the shiv and we're going to start the cycle again, all right? Oof. Hydrogen level is low. We might have to go get another one of these. What do you got? 1 kilometer? Okay. This one I might actually have to RPG because I think this is a stinger, right? Yeah. It's a cool looking silhouette, dude. It really is. Although, the downside with that being, if you're playing with one, it's such a big... How much damage does this guy take from shotgun rounds, out of curiosity? How cooked is this ship? It'd be embarrassing if you kill it with a shotgun. That's his shield generator. Where's your power supply? Nape of the neck? Or in the butt? No, that's the quantum drive? Do you have a huge quantum drive? Where is your power supply? Sir. It's not like Talon, is it? Interesting. Okay, I think it's rocket time. I think it's rocket time for this guy. I think it's time for a little bit of a boom tube on this fella. Oh. Server error? Question mark? Server error, baby. I think we're in a server error. Because I am flying away. No? Maybe I was just trapped in like a... Okay, I was just trapped in like a weird movement thing. Alright, never mind. Never mind. It felt like a server error though, because I was like still floating, but I couldn't change my direction. You know what I mean? Or like at least the stutter that precedes a server error you'd sometimes get, and you're like, what the hell? Vandal plating? Heck yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that plating, son. How many is that? 4? Okay. How close to the landing pad am I? I think I want to refresh. The problem being, though, by refreshing my dragonfly, will I lose the marker for my shiv? That's my concern, right? Because I've only got 10% fuel. So where is the shiv? Okay, so the shiv is actually out past. Okay, that I can get. I can get to that. It's out past that area. Cool, 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 cool. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this in. We're gonna self-destruct him. I'm gonna call another one. Because this guy's on 9% fuel, and I want a little bit more juice. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more hydrogen fuel, just to keep me going for a bit. Just a wee bit. Because at this rate, it might be 2 more locations till I've got the 10. Because then I've got to go all the way to Pyro to get everything else. And then we're going to take all of that stuff in a crate to Stanton. Can you even self-destruct this guy? You can. With 10 seconds? Jesus. That's a lot less than I was hoping for. Okay. Spicy, my brother. Alright. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'd like to call my dragonfly back, please. Go ahead and bring that on up for me. Appreciate you. Thank you. Ooh. What about hydration? Worst case, I can always call the clipper here and just lay in the bed. That's true. I could just do that. I reckon one more location and my hydration will start getting low enough where I'll have to consider doing that. How many rockets I got? I got enough. I got enough. Also, I think the ballistics on the dragonfly are doing quite well. So I think we're okay for the most part. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And we've got a refresh of ammo now. Heck yeah, brother man. Mr. Waffles! How you doing, man? Welcome in, Raiders. Free nerds? I shall free the nerds. I shall free them all. Release them into the grand fields like an army of ducks. How's your stream, bro? How's the old Citizen of Stars treating you? I was swearing black and blue at CIG not too long ago. They robbed me. They ripped me off, bro. I was collecting a bunch of VANDUUL plating at the QV stations, but because they've got it weirdly set up as an equipped item, I wasn't actually accumulating them. I was just switching out one for the other because it occupied a weird slot. So mad. I found like 4 of them and then discovered what was going on and went back and tried to find the bodies and no dice. So I'm just a little bit mad about it. Just a little bit mad because I'm trying to get enough stuff to hand in to get the L21. Yeah, bro. I got everything else except for the VANDUUL plating. And now I understand why. I'm like, why haven't I collected more VANDUUL plating? Oh, that's why. Because every time you loot the corpses out of the ships, it doesn't count as like an item to your inventory. The game thinks... Because when you look at their inventory, it's empty. But when you look at their equipped items, they've got VANDUUL plating. Yeah. The VANDUUL metal I've got... It's the VANDUUL plating that I didn't have a lot of. So that's what I'm collecting now. Because I've got pristine artifacts. So we are now just heading back to the Shiv. We're going to go find another location, assuming the game doesn't shove me into the ceiling of my ship. Brother. But yeah. How was your time in the verse? What'd you get up to? We can't have nice things, bro. We simply cannot have nice things. At all. No, you're all good, bro. We can't have nice things. Welcome in, Raiders. How's your weekend going, guys? You guys having a good one? Oh, I'd like a new mission, please. Just gotta cheekily abandon this one and then grab another one. Thank you. Then we'll head on over that way too. Where you at? Which way are you at? You are this way. 20 goth mummies? No problemo. I did sign back up for a mission, intersect Ops Tobin. What a weird man. What a peculiar young man working for Intersec. He must be so mad that I keep taking these missions and not doing them. I just need to know where the location is, Tobin. I don't care about the missions. I just need to get there. That's all I want. That's all I want, brother man. I need to scrape the metal off of these lizard-faced aliens. You know? You know? I'm just saying. I want to go to Mr. Wicklow and get me an L21 that I'll use maybe once or twice and then never again. And then you'll wipe the game and I'll lose it. You know? You know? I did like the wolf. I did like the wolf. I wasn't particularly impressive with it against players, but I did enjoy it. It was a good little bit of fun, you know? It was a good little bit of ruffle mouth. I like how stealthy you can get it. Alright. Park this boy up and go find some more VANDUUL to blow up. Steal their undergarments, as it were. Maybe I'm just collecting their like protective cups, you know? Neutralize the VANDUUL? Funny you should say that, Tobin. That's actually what I'm planning on doing. It's bizarre. Okay. I mean, if you liked me, Tobin, if you were cool, you'd just like let me go murder a bunch of them anyway. I can't wait till we get missions that take us to the red cloud. I want to fight VANDUUL, bro. I want to fight him. Blow him up. It'll just be a bunch of whales with Idrises going there, though. Do you reckon we'll see one of their bigger ships before Squadron 42? Do you think they're going to hold off until Squadrons drop for that? Like, keep it as a cool little surprise. Am I going to be able to park behind this rock here? I think so. I should be alright. I should be able to. I hope so. Player ship? Yeah, Perseus. Okay. Player left their Perseus there. Kinda cool, I guess. Kinda cool. I'm gonna park my ship up here. A little bit concerned that I can only see one VANDUUL. Okay, there we go. Just wasn't close enough. I was concerned that maybe that Perseus was like an active Perseus and they were already killing the VANDUUL. I'm like, no, I need them. I need them. Don't kill the VANDUUL. Leave them for me. Bit of Oz. There we go. We're getting some red markers. Beautiful. BEA, beautiful. Make sure that VANDUUL plating is in my pocket there. Beautiful. Fantastic. Love to see it. Alright. See if I can do this without getting mushed into the ceiling, eh? Slowly backing it up. Whee! Not what I wanted, but okay. So I left the engine on the ship, so it shouldn't get spun around. Alright. Let us go. Let us do the dance of death. Okay. There we go. Align ourselves. So we've got a nice little horizon going on there. I'm intrigued by this. It is a Perseus, isn't it? Looks like a Perseus. I think it's abandoned though. I think. Oh wait, you can't really scan. No, you can't really scan these. We got 6 ships. We might have. Yeah, we got 6. Okay. 2 above, 4 below. All right. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, they've just parked the Perseus there. Clearly they've been doing something at some point and then just gone, meh. So long as the player is gone, I should be okay. Thrusters? Yep. Doing this to save rockets. You know? Because I love my boom tube. I don't want to waste the juice. Oh. Oh. Yeah, these little wing fragments are quite fragile, bro. Crazy. Why so fragile? You doing, Asperia? Thought you guys were making cool stuff. Realized you were making lemons. We don't want lemons. There's enough Origin ships in the verse as it is. I meant it. I meant what I said. Origin ships are cringe. Woo. What an explosion. You can shoot the butt door, then shoot him with the gun, then it opens? Oh. Yeah. I suppose I could do that. What do you got? Hey, VANDUUL plating. So this is what I've been doing now as a result. I've been moving it here because I think it was cycling them and switching them for the one that I had in my inventory. So now, in my paranoia, I'm just like, never again. Never again. I'm at the glaive? Okay. Stingers and blades. I've not really looked at the build of those ships, to be completely honest. I liked the Banu Defender. I liked the crab because I liked its landing posture. I thought it looked cool. But the Asperia stuff, I think I tried one, and because the HUD was pure red, it got very confusing, so I didn't like it. I just didn't try with any of the others as a result. But we'll go have a look. I've only got a Ripper anyway, in terms of like weapons. Shoot the butt door. Okay. But I also need him to explode. Well, not explode. I don't need to explode. I just need to get to his body. I suppose the amount of time that I spend doing that, I could just shoot it and get in there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's, for the sake of science, and you know, it might save me some time. So this one is less stinger, which I would normally RPG. So you say butt door. butt door. Probably got to go in there, right? Prob's got to go in there to murder him, I guess. You reptilian son of a bitch. Ah, metal. Cringe. Icky. We'll still put that there. We'll still put that there. That's okay. Ugh. Oh, Star Citizen. You made hopper bikes a painful experience. Save some bullets? That's true. I'm using rockets, to be honest. It's kind of satisfying. And it's really fun to watch them explode when you RPG them. So I'll probably still blow it up. To be honest, it's a good bit of nice, you know? It's a beautiful explosion. It's like the alien version of the Hornet, where just like unnecessarily large explosion. You're like, what are you carrying on your ship? But I appreciate you. Let me know. Where's the next one? This way. This son of a bitch right here. Are you glaive? I've just been shooting these guys with the shotgun. Surprisingly good. Not that, like, you know, it's an instant kill or anything, but surprisingly good against these ships. Especially like these little bits here. That part is super fragile on these ships. Not a good sign for them. Yeah, where's your butt door? I don't know where their butt door is. They certainly take some damage, I tell you what. I tell you what. He's pretty dang red. He's pretty dang red. We gon' get him. You still didn't tell me what you got up to. What you doing on your stream, sir? What mischievous actions? What mischievous activities? Were you involved in some moida? Or were you being a sweet, innocent little industrialist? You can blow up now, Mr. Ship. You can blow up now. That'd be sick if you did. Thanks. Would you kindly blow up? Would you kindly? Jeez. My boom tube's starting to get a bit itchy. Might be time to boom tube it. We're getting so close though. We've got to be close though, right? We got to be close. We've put that many shotgun rounds into it. We got to be. I'm 70 meters away. Jeez. Jesus. That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. Look at this cheeky little alien, eh? This cheeky little alien. What are you doing? What are you doing, mister? Eh? You little grey. Give me some plating. Yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that plating. Yeah. Where's my bike? There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. Wonder how much I got now. I got a fair whack. But I'm going to have to do like a big... Because I think this will be like the last thing I want to do in NYX, potentially before they do the patch, right? So I'm gonna have to get a big crate and take like all the armor. Like all the armor I've been collecting from these locations. Because I got a bunch of Overlord stuff. I didn't realize they had so many different color combinations, or like color versions of Overlord. The Polarity one's cool because it's purple. There's a Predator one, which is like a green camo. That's kind of sick. There's one I think called Flashback, which is like orange and white. That one I actually like. I'm a fan of the color orange. You know, I would normally shoot this one incessantly for hours and hours, but my dude's getting a little bit thirsty, so I think I might just, you know, spare myself the time. Oh, maybe this is why. Because these ones actually take... Yeah. I knew there was a reason why I was enjoying shooting these things with the gun so much. Because I waste rockets on them, and they don't want to die. So the cheap Dragonfly shotgun bullets it is. I mean, he's damaged, but 2 rocket shots, bro. And then going for like a 3rd? That's an expensive exchange. Very expensive, thank you. Too expensive, if you ask me. Because I love my boom tube. I reckon 4.6 they're going to nerf it again. Because they hate me. CIG's got it in their head to make my life a living hell. Oh, fused into the alien, that was weird. Hey, no, hey, hey. Get over here. Hey, hey. 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 Doesn't want to, okay. Fine. Fine. He's going places, chat. He doesn't want to listen to it. They're immune to tractor beams. Oh, it's a VANDUUL medal anyway. It's not even the good stuff. It's not even the good stuff, chat. It's the metal. The metal's kind of eh. We want the plating. That's the good stuff. That's the, chef's kiss. That's what we want. Mount part seat. How many we got? What we got? Really? 2 still? Okay. If you say so. Which one's this? It's a bit of a spray, isn't it? Weird bit of a spread. It's crazy. Is this one also rocket resistant? Is this one also rocket resistant? Let's find out. We want to get within 100 meters. We don't want to be too far away. It takes forever to get there otherwise. Okay. Oh, wrong one. We want this one. Haha. Maybe that's why. Like I'm hitting there and the cores really, or the power cores really are like up here. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm hitting the engine and the power core's not there. The power core's up like at the nape of the neck or something similar to the Talon. I think that's what it is. Whereas on the... I think the Stinger might even have 2 power cores, and that's why. So I might be hitting like one of them instead of both. Or I'm hitting both, one of the 2. But that's the main thing with the... I've noticed with the boom tube. You want to hit that power core. That's how you get your big boom. I imagine it's the same with the railgun, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we got 7. I think I've got 2 back home or back at the station. I just don't know. I think after this location, I am going to fly back to that jump gate. Dump off the stuff I've got here. That way it's kind of like saved in the inventory, right? Drink some sweet, delicious soft drinks or something at the station and then come back out. You know? Just so I can kind of like lock in what I've got in case Star Citizen decides to Star Citizen me, you know? Because, man, does CIG like to Star Citizen me? They love it. They get so excited about the prospect of Star Citizening me. They're like, oh, Beard's trying to do something. Wouldn't it be funny if we just, you know, fucked that up for him and didn't let him do it? I think it'd be kind of hilarious. And then they do that. On the regular. on the goddamn regular. Yes, they do. All right, we got 6 rockets left. Hoo-yah! Where's he at? This way. Hello. With his little alien, with his stupid alien face, with your stupid alien butt. Plating? Fuck yeah. We're onto a winner, chat. We're onto a winner. Good stuff. Nope. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did we just get stooged? I'll try not to. Did I just get stooged? Because that's metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They did. They stooged me on this one, bro. I think they stooged me on this one already. Yeah. They did. Oh, there it is. Wait. What the? I'm so confused by that. You know what? It doesn't matter. Have a good sleep, Rat. Appreciate you as always, man. Let's just oh, there it is. Let's just leave it at that. Get back to the station. We'll drop these off. That way, even if Star Citizen keeps Star Citizening me, we've at least got some stuff banked, you know? We've at least got some plating banked. Okay. Where's my bike? Here it is. Alrighty. Mount pilot seat. Let's go. All right. Where? Okay, now what we're going to do, because I was lucky in this one, I think. Here we go. Alrighty, sorry, I just flicked the microphone. My bad, chat, my bad. Nothing personal, nothing personal. I'm intrigued about that Perseus still. The way it moved, I don't know if that's in relation to me or if it was actually moving. A little bit concerning if I'm being completely honest. It's not moving though. Its velocity is 0. I guess that's the upside, right? You can always kind of tell if it's moving or if it's staying still. Because it is at 0 meters a second. I guess the concern would be if it then started moving, I'd have to be like, ew. But also, like, my signature's so low, they wouldn't notice me. They'd be looking at this ship. They'd probably pick this up. But they wouldn't pick the Dragonfly up. I don't think. I hope not. I hope not. Okay. See if we can do this without getting murdered by the game. Oh. Oh. Why is that? Okay. Even though I turned the engine off, the game currently just keeps turning the engine ships back on. I don't know why. Star Citizen, man. Who knows? Who knows? Pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Alright, we are going to... Oh, does it already bring it up? It does. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. trying not to aggressively speed away, just in case I tap an asteroid and die and lose all of my VANDUUL plating. I would be very sad. Incredibly sad. Thread the needle on this, baby. Seems safe. Seems like a good thing to do. I'm sure she'll be okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Weird. Very weird. All right. And hydration was getting real low. I'm glad I came back to the station. Oh. Every time I see the ship from the outside, it just makes me happy, but then also so sad at the same time. So sad. How many years until it gets reworked, do you think? Wait, did they ever physicalize the wolf? Because they said they were going to. When they released it, they were like, oh no, we couldn't. Have they actually done it, or was that just another lie? I don't actually know. Because I remember there was a big point of contention. We were like, wait, it's a new ship. Why does it not physicalize? Oh, we didn't have time. And we wanted it out. You're like, okay. Seems weird. Seems weird. But okay. Choosing to believe them. Still, bit sus. Because CIG, they do like to tell the fibs. They do like to tell the fibs, don't they? They're addicted to telling the fibs. Where are we at? Here we go. I just noticed, and I don't know if it's just this ship or other ships, but like since 4.5, the windshield of the Shiv has, even when it's brand new and repaired, has been like scuffed up. I don't hate it. The wolf is physical components. Hey, don't cuzzy. Okay, so it is physical? Because I never checked it. Like, I pledged it when it first came out and then, like, melted it. But that was before they said they were going to physicalize it, so I never checked it afterwards. So, okay. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. I'm just fighting the game, you know? Just very, very typical Star Citizen things where I have a plan of what I want to do and CIG laughs at me. You know, I spent the first hour collecting stuff that didn't collect, but, you know, just Star Citizen things, man. Just Star Citizen things. How's the weekend treating you guys? I'm going to deposit these components. Weapon do you use? Do you mean in, like, in first person or, like, on the ship? I bounce around. I bounce between them. Yeah, good. I feel like I haven't gotten much done this weekend, but I like to blame the heat. Weapons on the ship. On the Shiv at the moment, I've got the ballistic cannons it comes with. So the, what are they called? Breaknecks. And then I've got the, what are they called? DJX3s or whatever. The distortion repeaters. Because I was trying to do some, like, do some missions and get some cargo out of ships, so I was trying to distort them because otherwise it blows them up, right? But on my Zeus, which is kind of like my daily driver, I chucked the deadbolts on because they're quite good at the moment because they've got like 6.6 meters of penetration. So if you can use your precision targeting, you can usually punch through to the power supply and just nuke them. But it's not a very maneuverable ship, right? So it depends on the situation. What was I doing? That's right. I want to deposit these materials so I don't lose them to Star Citizen. Because I want to go trade these to Wicklow and get the L21. I'm going to take some more Rocketos. So at the moment, I'm just farming stuff from VANDUUL's. We'll chuck some more of those in there. But I need to go get some beverages for my dude because he is dehydrating. Yeah, so I normally don't use distortions, but at the moment, the way they've got engineering with the power plants, ships just blow up. And I like taking things from ships, so blowing them up straight away isn't great. So I was trying out the distortion to kind of see if I could, you know, distort a ship, grab the stuff I want from it, then blow it up. It's somewhat effective, but depending on the ship, it takes a while. Do I know much about the Chairman Club? Not a great deal, no. Not a great deal. I haven't been in that, what's that place called? The Mile High Club or whatever on ArcCorp. I haven't been in there. What am I looking for? Helmet. And then we're going to drink some water. Drink some water. Hello. How long have you been playing Star Citizen for, Cuzzy? What's that? Oh, I need food too. He's at 64. We'll grab some burritos. It's always dangerous eating in this game because the food, they've put a lot of effort into making the food look nice, so it usually makes me hungry. And I've already eaten tonight. I had chicken nuggies. But now I'm going to be hungry again because I'm eating the burritos. You're so on and off? Yeah, fair. Yeah, I've only been playing since 22. Like early 22. So not that long, although it does feel like a lifetime. But yeah, I was like solidly into it for 2 years. And then I think the last year or so, I've become much the same where I'm like on and off. Like I'll still have it installed. I usually check it at least once a week. But I definitely don't put in the time I used to. Yeah, we're not far off. Yeah, 3.16.1 was when I started playing, and it was like the first patch that didn't have 30Ks, so that was nice. And then the patches afterwards had 30Ks, and I was like, oh damn. Well, that, I understand now why it's frustrating, because people be like, oh man, you guys are lucky, there's no 30Ks at the moment. Damn 30Ks, bro. I've had a crash to desktop today, but I haven't had a server error today, so hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully. I do hope at some point in the future they turn off this bloody quantum spooling sound when you leave your ship there. It's bloody annoying. It's the loudest thing ever. Alright, so we need to get rid of this mission and then grab another one so I can get a location. So I'm basically just going to these QB locations just to farm the VANDUUL there. So we'll kill this contract and then we'll grab another one. And now we've got a destination. And then this one, assuming I get some plating, should be the last one I need of this. And then I've got to load a bunch of stuff into a crate and take it to Pyro, back to my starting location, so that I can grab a whole bunch of other things and take them to Stanton so I can trade them in and get a Wicklow L21 with physicalized components. "36 goth mummies, eh? Alright. Alright. We'll just chill and relax here for a little bit while we fly there. While we fly there, eh? Oh. Hopefully 4.6 isn't in PTU for too long. In the sense that hopefully there aren't a lot of issues that need to be worked on. Because there's certain things I hope they fix with 4.6. I hope they fix the QV locations. So I hope they fix the inventories, but I hope they also get rid of the exploits there. Although CIG and getting rid of exploits, usually a slow process, so I'm not holding my breath on that one. But it would be nice, you know? A man can huff some hopium, you know what I mean? A man can huff some hopium and dream a dream of imagined citizen. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. What ship is that? That's my Aurora. I think? Yeah. It's my Aurora. Yeah, but I don't think it's coming anytime soon. I think we're probably still months away from the wipe, to be honest. Because I think they want to try to knock a lot of the duplication glitches on the head first. Because there's no point them doing a wipe if people are still able to just kind of pump out billions of credits. Because the other thing as well that I've learned over time is when CIG says soon, because they think in the scale of like years, because they've been doing this for like over a decade, soon doesn't mean within a month for them. Sometimes it means half a year, because they look at things in a weird scale. If they manage to knock it, because I like wipes personally. I like starting from scratch, gives me a reason to kind of play some things. I get to try some new stuff. And, you know, it kind of gets rid of all the junk you've got in your inventory. But I don't think it's happening as soon as I'd like. Because, yeah, they have been struggling to get rid of exploit stuff for... I feel like the duplication stuff pops up every time they fix it, and then it pops back up. Always worse than the last one, where you're like, oh, this is actually worse than the last one. What are you guys doing? So, I wouldn't, you know... If you're concerned about playing and then losing a bunch of stuff, I wouldn't be as concerned. I would love to be wrong. I'd love it if it was like, oh yeah, we fixed everything and next month they wiped. I just don't think it's going to happen that quickly. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so don't take that as gospel, you know? Because like the ships that I want, I've got pledged. So I've got the luxury of going, yeah, wipe it, man, because I'll have the ship that I want when the wipe happens. Whereas if you've just got like a base pack and you got your Aurora, your Titan or whatever, I can see why a lot of people wouldn't want wipes as much. I just wish we had a button. I wish there was a button in your account that let you just wipe it manually. Because some people like to do that, you know? They like to start from scratch. And I probably would do that. I'd probably do it like once a year. Be like, yep, wipe. That's just me though. Not everyone else feels the same way. Alrighty. Let's go get some VANDUUL plating. Alrighty. Around that side of the asteroid. Let's go. What do we got? Well, I know we're gonna have 6. Because there's always 6. Be nice if they fixed that up too, where it wasn't VANDUUL Pilot 01. Doesn't look like a finished product, you know what I mean? Doesn't quite feel quite so finished. Maybe we'll hit the uppers this time first, and then... Nah, we'll hit the lowers first. We'll hit the lowers first. Yeah. Get some practice on the boom tubing. Test my theory about the nape of the neck on the glaives, eh? Hit this one. Hit this one first. Be cool if there's a funny way to like dead ship out there. If you hit the 1K chairman, does the ship shop open up? I think you get access. Yeah, I think you get access to like some of the packs they have, like those wild packs that the news crews always jump onto, where they're like, it's $45,000 for a thing. I think you do get access to a bunch of those. And there's also like a bunch of exclusive skins for ships, like the chairman ones that you can get access to. I haven't looked in a while, to be honest. I stopped putting money in a while back. They've got enough of my pocket money, I tell you what. And sometimes when they have like when they have ships that are timed, they'll sometimes they'll, like, when they're desperate for sales, they'll be like, oh, this is your chance to grab it before it goes. They usually have it a little bit longer for concierge people. Yeah. Which, I mean, if you really enjoy getting the exclusive paints and stuff, cool. But I guess it depends, because the concierge paints are usually, not always, usually like a gold and black kind of thing. But sometimes they're like a weird color. Like sometimes the exclusives are like a brown or something strange. Which this is on console. I think it's gonna be a while before they get it on console. I know they want to, but I think it's gonna be a long time. Like you'll probably see Squadron 42 on console well before Star Citizen, but I think it's gonna be such a long time. Cause like this thing struggles on PCs, right? Unless you've got some pretty decent specs. So having to like optimize it for consoles, and even if they did, it would only work on like the latest and greatest, and even then they'd probably need to get like 30 frames out of it. So it wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be a particularly enjoyable experience if they got it onto console, to be honest. Yeah. Xbox released the compact PC. I mean, look, for other games, yes. But Star Citizen is still so far from being like an optimized game. I don't think it would even really count. Yeah. Like, I play this for a while and then I go back and play other games and I'm like, damn, other games look cool. Other games I can get like 120 frames a second. This one I'm like, oh man, I'm getting 45 frames a second. That's sick. Yeah, it's... I think a lot of people wish Star Citizen was a console, but I feel like if they got that wish, they would very quickly go, I regret this decision. You know? I don't know, man. I'll try the nape of the neck there. There we go. There we go. Pop. Pop, 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 pop. What games do you normally play, Sinful? What are you normally into? At least you got Starfield. I played Starfield for a good bit of time, but then I got... The problem with a lot of those games for me is I get caught up in the whole, like, you know, when you start building settlements and stuff, you start getting into the nitty-gritty. And that's where I ruin games for myself. Like Fallout 76, I did the same thing. Where I start like building settlements and I start grinding all this stuff. And either I will get so granular into that, the thought of playing the storyline annoys me, or I like artificially level myself up too much, if that makes sense. I do it to myself all the time in those games, man. And I just kind of ruin it for myself. Because I'm a big dummy. I'm a big dummy. SnowRunner, I keep wanting to play SnowRunner, but I know exactly what's going to happen if I get SnowRunner or any of those other games. The same thing that happened when I got Elite Dangerous. I'm going to want to buy a steering wheel, and I don't want to spend more money on peripherals, because I bought... Like, when I played Elite Dangerous, I bought sticks, and then when I got Star Citizen, I bought, like, even more expensive sticks. So I know if I get something like Star Runner, I'll want to buy, like, the wheel and pedals. And I can't let myself do it, man. I'm such a sucker for peripherals, dude. I spent so much self-control not buying another webcam over Christmas. Like, I've got an A6000 as my streaming camera. There's no webcam that will even come close to the quality, but it was like the, you know, the Insta360 that like tracks you with AI. And I was like, that'd be so sick. I don't move from my seat. I don't need a camera that tracks me. But like the novelty, I was like, that's pretty sick. It'd be pretty cool if I bought one of those. You ever seen it's amazing? Yeah, don't tell me that kind of stuff, man. Don't let me justify my addiction to buying things. Don't enable me, bro. Such a beautiful explosion on these things, man. They did a great job on the destruction of the Stinger. Yeah, man. I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for peripherals. I got that streamer disease, you know? Where you're like, I need something new. I need something new. Yep. I was contemplating reinstalling Fallout 76. There's something weird about the controls in Fallout 76 where I have to take a while to like get used to the controls. They're not like massively different. If you love to race, I think I like the idea of racing, but like racing games, I'm always bad at it, so it's very easy for me to go, no, I don't want that. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think I've got the reaction time or like that, you know, that weird little brain chemistry where some people are really good at like races. That's not me. I'm just naturally terrible at it. That being said though, I don't think I'm naturally good at any game. I don't think I've ever come across a game where I'm like, damn, I'm really good at this. I'm just like, I kind of enjoy some games, but I'm not particularly good at anything. I don't have a super skill. It doesn't stop me from enjoying games, but I think it does stop me from kind of locking in on one game, if that makes sense. Where'd that little vandal go? Where'd he go? Is that him there? Here he is. Floating away from me, trying to get away. Cheeky little prawn. Cheeky little prawn, eh? So besides Star Citizen, what are you playing, Cuzzy? Because, you know, Star Citizen is very much an on and off game. What game is currently, hopefully, keeping you entertained? Seems like 250 games? Yeah, mine's starting to get up there. Mine's starting to get to the point where I had to start using, like, I had to make categories. Battlefield 6. Yeah, I got my 100 hours out of that. And then I kind of... I think I unlocked enough stuff where I was like, nice. And then I like, scratched that itch in my brain, you know? Also, games like that require, like, a crew, I fall away from pretty quick because the people I play games with are very similar to me where they, like, get bored of stuff real quick. But, man, I did enjoy it when I was playing it. It was good fun. Arc Raiders, I got like my 80 hours out of Arc Raiders and I was like, okay, cool. I'm good. Been playing a lot of those like weird job simulators lately that are usually pretty cheap. Played Car Dealership Simulator. That was good fun. I got a good like 20 hours out of that. So my my dollar hour ratio balanced out on that one. How many more we got? We got 2 left. I think we've also got enough plating. I think I've got enough plating. So if these guys have plating, stoked. So we'll bring it back to the station. We'll suss it out. And then I think I'll have to buy a giant container from the cargo area. And start transporting stuff back to Pyro. And then we'll, because I think NYX is going to be very populated in 4.6, given it's the missions that are going to be there. So I'm going to have Pyro. I like having Pyro as my home. Because I like not having to land on a planet to get my stuff. It's in my home location. It's nice just staying in a station. And ultimately, I love Pyro. I love being able to be a bit of a douchebag without having a comm array. Obviously, the trade-off being like I often get killed as well, but that's the price I pay for being able to be a murder hobo every now and then. I have to be also okay with being a victim of murder hobo-ness, which I am. I'm like, that's fair. I did the same. I'm also a monster. Won't pass me bike. Hello. Hello, dragonfly. And on to the last one. Oh. It is a glaive. Oh, now we can test the location. This guy probably doesn't have physicalized power plant. Maybe that's why I can't like target it directly, you know? We've got a few rockets though. I got a few. I got some spares so I can test it. No, I don't want to dock with it. Why, Star Citizen? Your obsession with a system you haven't implemented. It's obnoxious. Is this the underside? I want to. My theory is the top side, right? So this is the underside. So I'm gonna try to hit it on the like the nape of the neck, right? Like right on the cockpit kind of thing. Is bro farming for a full wipe? Yeah, I think we're a little bit out. I think we're still a little bit out before the full wipe, honestly. Okay. Nape of the neck theory is accurate. I don't think we're going to see a wipe until just before Invictus, honestly. I think it'll take them a while to figure out a lot of the duplication glitches. They won't get all of them, but they'll try to get some so it makes it look like they're working. But also getting rid of, like doing a wipe just before Invictus will inspire a lot of people to spend money on ships. Like just before. Because people will be able to rent the ships at the location, but they won't be able to keep them, and so people want to spend money. That's my theory. Did I just not get the... Did I just get stooged? Let's go back to his body and check. Maybe this is the thing. Like, maybe if I move away too soon, that's what's happening. No? Just takes a while. Okay. Where did I get 2? Hopefully it's enough. I guess I'll find out. Where's my bike at? Where's it at? There it is. There it is. Are you doing unlimited uploads? How's your weekend treating you? God, I wish they'd fix... I wish they'd fix hoverbike travel on the ground. I'd love to just cruise over like the flats of Daymar without worrying about exploding, right? One day. I might not be around when that day comes, but one day. All right. Let's go back to the Shiv. Oh, no, not that way. This way? No, wrong angle. This way. There it is. There it is. What's the max I can get to this thing? 269? Not too shabby, not too shabby, not too shabby. But it does come back down to 190. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright, okay, okay, alright. Fair, 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 fair. I do wish they'd fix the issue with the Mirai. Like, I prefer the Mirai Pulse, because it's a little bit smaller. But when you leave it out for a while and come back to it, it gets locked into the park mode. And that's frustrating. Being capped at 30 meters a second unless you boost. It's like, come on, man. You guys had one job. Well, no, they had a million jobs, but you get what I mean. You know what I mean, chat. You know what I mean. Alright, I don't need to park the Dragonfly in there, because I'm not going to be doing it again. So I can just ditch it. We can just get into the Shiv and go back to the station. Thank you. Let's get back. Then we go buy a big old crate. Takes so much armor. Back to Pyro. Good golly, we're taking so much armor back. An obscene amount of armor. I still loot armor like it's not tier 0. Like, I'm like, when I die, I'll wear this outfit. I think we're going to be running that for a long time. Am I really that far? Alright. Damn. Crazy. Crazy. Luckily, I've got enough fuel. Luckily. Itchy nose. How long until we get access to the red cloud in NYX, you reckon? I think we're still a ways away. Mid-year, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, I reckon mid-year. I reckon mid-year. Should drink some actual water. Ooh. Was it 10 favor, 10 plating, 10 metal? And then, oh, I gotta remember the artifacts too. Okay. Almost forgot that. Oh, the yawn. What is it? Oh, it's almost midnight. Okay. It is getting late. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. It's getting late. The galaxy? Bit big for me. I say that with an ironclad pledge, but I think the galaxy's a bit big for me. I like the ironclad because it's a warehouse. You want it so bad? Yeah. IAE, right? Do you have it pledged? I wonder how much it'll cost in-game to buy. Like, 100 mil? You reckon 100 mil? Wait, do you reckon the Galaxy's gonna be one of those ships where you can't buy it in-game the same as they've done with the Polaris and the Idris, where you have to go through what's-his-face? Or if they, like, you know, if they change it so there's like a military version of Wicklow? That's what they're gonna do. That's clever. It's a good way to keep people wanting to pledge it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it's not my type of ship. I want a warehouse. I just want a warehouse I can have in space. And then people can, like, fly to me in the middle of nowhere. And I can, like, hold cargo for them. Yeah. It's alright, you'll be able to get it in game eventually. One day, you'll be able to do a Wicklow mission, or if they let you buy it in game. I'm sure there'll be a duplication bug that you can utilize and make trillions of credits and just buy it. Refuel the ship.
Quantum fuel is
Leave you there. Go buy an 8 SCU container, I think. Let's drop these off first. Bring on the rockets too, I suppose, yeah. Wait there for a few seconds, because I know sometimes the delay between the inventory and everything. All right, off we go. Off we go. Lobby. Yep. All right, cargo? Wait. Yeah, it'll be cargo. It'll be the cargo bay. Or the cargo... What do they call it? Cargo dock? Cargo dock. Which they still haven't properly utilized for actual cargo. They need to remove that admin office and put it in cargo. Cargo center. There you go. Hopefully it's not the refinery. Surely, yes, you containers would be in the refinery. Surely not. That'd be frustrating if it was. I would like to buy... I'll buy 2. I don't think I'll need to. But I'm going to buy 2. $30K for buying 2? Yeah, right. Alright. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. So familiar, because they obviously use the same thing for the QE warehouse. Weird. Very weird. Alright, back to hangars and habs. Back to the hangars and habs, and then offload all this stuff into these 8 SU containers. And then fly to Pyro. Hangar. Crazy. All right. The great cargoing begins. I got so much junk, dude. All right. Elevator down. Luckily, not too many components. That's the upside. Because of the whole busted ass thing. Sand container. Thank you. Okay. Armors. Sure. I don't really need it all there, but we're going to drag it across. So much junk. I wanted to not have that selected. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez Louise, bro. They're gonna do a patch. I'm gonna wake up in... Because I usually use Obituary as my starting location. I'm gonna wake up with all this crap now and I'm like, I regret this decision to have so much stuff here. Why did I bring all this junk? I'm like, yeah, but look at all the cool stuff I found. I found like a full set of gilded too. I've got like the gold armor now. I don't like it, but it's cool to have. Oh my goodness. I should have hit select all, but now I'm concerned it's going to break if I try that. So now I got to drag it manually like a spoon. Like a spoon! Oh. Oh my god. How many more? Okay. Not too many more pages to scroll. I was about to say. I was like, have I... Now, the important thing, because sometimes I do this where I screw it up, I gotta not exit out of the whole thing. Okay, so are there guns that I want to bring? Since you're in inventory, there's some possible real force to the PTU right now. Replace some POV. Like the inventory rework. Be nice if they fixed it a little bit. I don't know how much they'll actually do though. Gold guns, sure. All this, sure. Sure, let's bring it all across. Why not? The justified gun looks cool. Get that. Sure. Ammo. Ammo, if only for... Why does that come up under ammo? That's weird. All categories ammo. Vandal plating cats as ammo? Okay. Be nice. I might have... No, we'll bring it across. We'll bring the Vandal plating across. We'll bring all of it across. And we can sort it out later. We'll just like dump it out and sort it out later. Because I'll probably have to wait like a day and a half for all of it to kind of settle in the inventory. Even though I want to like take it to Wicklow. But I'll probably have to give it time to breathe, as it were, you know? Just because when you transfer all this stuff in and out of crates, it gets cranky. Oh, that's right. I did get all that out of the ship. Yeah. That's all components. Don't care about that. Why is it now mixing stuff in? I didn't ask it. Oh, here we go. This is what I came for. I was like, put all my rockets in there. I love my boom tubes. Man, I love blowing ships up with this thing. It has got to be the most satisfying weapon I've played with in this game for a long time. Bro, yeah. The freight manager... Yeah. It needs a lot of work. I think a lot of it is to do with, like... CIG has this vision of how they want it to look. Instead of being simplified like other games, they want it to be different. I think it works against them, honestly. Like, especially if, like, the engineering ship viewer, you're like, it doesn't need to be three-dimensional, guys. They're like, no, it does. It's got to be holographic. You're like, okay. Like a simple two-dimensional thing, it'd look cool, but if you say so, I think that's all of it. I think that's all of it. Hey, you're the boom tube? You got to go to the QV locations. So you need to get to a certain rank with Intersec in NYX, and those locations that I was at, they've got the rocket launchers there. If you haven't gotten that or don't have that, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that could give you one. There's oodles of them floating around. I put this on the ship, but I'm going to do one last check just in the item kiosk to see if anything didn't come across. Most notably, the plating. I need that. But yeah, it's the rocket launcher. It's sick. I love it. It did get nerfed a little bit after 4.4 because it was like strong. Well, I don't know if it got nerfed so much as the way engineering changed things. You have to kind of get the shot close to where the power supply is. So maybe that it was nerfed in that way, but I don't know if it was intentionally nerfed, like specifically on this. I know they buffed the railgun because people were like, why is the noob tube, which is like grenades strapped together, stronger than the railgun? So they changed that. It's under other. Vandal metal. I'll chuck this in here. And then war metal. Okay. Okay, I think that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, every time they do something like this unlimited, it breaks stuff. And then people find ways to duplicate stuff. That's always my concern. When they do big sweeping changes, they create these weird pockets and you're like, okay, you broke the game again. Good job. Nice. Can that mission. Thank you. But yeah, it's one of those things where you can't buy the ammo for it, just like the railguns and the Animus rocket launchers. But they haven't patched it, so when you die and you have boom tube ammo on you, it doesn't despawn like the other stuff. So they obviously haven't like put the same code in that the railgun ammo has, if that makes sense. Where's this damn wormhole, brother? There it is. There it is. But the boom tube is good fun, dude. Yeah. There's always going to be something they miss, you know? Yep. If you just keep repainting something a pretty color, no one sees the cracks beneath until it's too late. just keep spackling it and painting it. Make it pretty. New ship, new event. That's all that matters. Just keep repainting it. Fresh new coat. It's the old landlord trick, right? Painting up a rental property before you get it so it seems fresh. You're like, you painted over the light switch, bro. Like, no, we didn't. It's decor. It's decor. I don't think I'm going to do the Wicklow thing on stream tonight, just because I want to give the inventory time. So I might dump the crate in my inventory and give it time to kind of sort itself out. And then I'll probably go to Wicklow tomorrow. So once I get to Obituary, I'll probably end the stream. What are you laughing at, cuzzy? What are you laughing at, boss? Clearly I'm skimming the edge because the alarm was chirping at me. That blinding light of passing through to Pyro. Oh, I love the red of Pyro, man. I hope they progress through engineering smoothly because I want them to get the solar flares in, dude. I want Pyro to constantly be just dropping people's ships out of the sky. I'd spend a lot more time on the ground if there were solar flares, dude. Just watch people crash. Be hilarious. Just sit there like a Tusken Raider shooting at people randomly with an RPG. Letting the solar flare come across and fry their components. That'd be sick. The house painting? Yeah, dude. The oldest trick in the book for these sons of bitches. Okay, where's my home? There we go. There we go. Pew 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 pew. So because I'm getting ready to wrap up the stream, I'm going to do the cringe thing and ask you guys, if you guys haven't already, feel free to follow me on Twitch and or YouTube. I'm streaming on both at the moment currently. Those of you watching on Twitch, I'm on YouTube and I stream on YouTube as well, just so you don't have to have ads that way. But a follow on both would be super sick, and I'd appreciate the hell out of you if you would do that. Speed of us on both. If not, I'll try not to hold it against you. I'll try to take it personally. I might cry a little bit when I have a shower, but I won't hold it against you. I love this ship. Random little fiery engine thruster things to the front. Just wish I had physicalized components properly. They should put him in the floor. Looks sick. It'd look sick. My sleeping patterns are still cooked after having a week off. Need to fix it. It says slamming a can of energy drink at midnight. What a spoon. What an absolute spoon. Suppose while I'm jumping there, we'll track in obituary. Hope the Hull B comes out earlier in the year than later in the year. Because if they bring the Hull B out at the same time as the Ironclad, I'm screwed. Because I really want to play around with the Hull B, but if I have the Ironclad, I don't think I will. I think that'll that'll be too much. That'll be too much ship in one ship show. But I don't think they're going to drop the Hull B at Invictus. It just doesn't match up. So I'm hoping they drop it the month beforehand, so then at least I've got a month to play around with the Hull B and come to hate cargo again. And then when I get to the Ironclad, I'll just live in space. Been there, done that? Yeah. True. It's always the way. Coming up on Bloom now. Coming up on Bloom. Hopefully stopping here didn't stop me from targeting Bloom directly, obituary directly. It might have, but we'll see. What a gorgeous planet. Nice. One time we go about 32 cans in a week. Yeah. That sounds about right. Nice. I could definitely stand to drink less of them. Is that obituary there? No, that's NYX gate. I hate it when they do this to me. It's probably like right in front of me and I'm just blind, right? Yeah, it's right there. They always do this to me, the sons of bitches. Every goddamn time. Man, don't worry, never again. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome home to obituary. On the red mothers? Yeah, I drink the blues. I like the sugar-free ones. They're good value, man. $9 for a 4-pack. It's good value. It's good value. Hit the wrong one. Meant to hit up, but I hit down. So I put my landing gear down, but it did slow me down, so that works in my favor. Go park it up. Oh yeah. Should be careful. I used to run at checkmate as my home location, but I kept hitting those wires that go from the asteroid to the station. It kept exploding. So I switched to Obituary, because Obituary doesn't have that. Terminus, I thought about Terminus, but it's a little bit too far out. Oh, the frame rate, brother. What's been happening at Obituary? Maybe there's a bunch of people doing CZ, and so it's chugging along. I got to a point where I knew if it was sitting there to get me. Yeah. Hells yeah. Good to see that the crate's still there. I'm always concerned that my cargo is going to disappear because Star Citizen, you know? Just because Star Citizen things. Star Citizen things, am I right? Just watch it face to the floor, lose everything. Be big sad. New cancer ones? Yeah. And then we'll do this one. Grab the container. Scroll down to the bottom. Be the 8 SCU. We'll do that. We'll open this up. Go. Select all. Move to warehouse. Put that there. Raise the elevator, because that helps it save itself somehow. I don't know. I don't know. All right, chat. It is that time of the stream where we're going to wrap it up. You're all absolute legends for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the raid, Rhett. Thank you for the raid, Falcon Elite. You guys are cool. Good chatting to you, Cuzzy. You too as well. Unlimited uploads and Sinful. And anyone else as well who's kind of sitting there having a good old lurk. I normally stream Mondays and Wednesdays Australian Eastern Daylight Time we're on now, so 8 p.m. onwards. Exclamation mark Discord if you want to join the Discord. I will catch you guys next time. So as always, be good to each other. Stay beardy. Follow me on all my socials and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.